This episode of Community Updates is brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Small businesses are the life's blood for rural Wyoming communities. And during this pandemic, the Cody Country Chamber of Commerce has taken on the role of clearinghouse for information that can help not only small businesses, but other residents as well. Tina Hobo Heinrich is the chamber director. She says they've been doing their best to be a one-stop shop for information that can help the community muddle through this crisis.
Our primary role has always been, though, the support of our businesses and our members. And so really, how we're supporting them, I think, just looks a little bit different than it did a month or 6 weeks ago. So,
in what way?
Well, we have implemented a couple of new things that we're doing. And very early in the COVID-19, kind of at the onslaught of that, the Cody Chamber stepped in and we created 2 new tabs on our website. So it became apparent really early that somebody needed to help coordinate the incredible amount of information. And so we took that job on. So if you're looking for the latest resources on COVID-19, just go to codychamber.org. That's our web page. And once it loads, you'll see an orange button right on the landing page that says COVID-19 resources. And that'll take you to a really comprehensive list of everything from SBA links to how do you get to Small Business Administration documents to newsletters from Lynn Cheney's office, and just a wealth of information there. And the second need also emerged pretty quickly. You know, we have amazing businesses and amazing small business owners here in Cody, and they really hit the ground running in trying to adapt to COVID-19 and still meet the needs of our community. And so, you know, through Cody Classifieds and their individual Facebook pages, no one really knew where to look for businesses and services that were offering alternate delivery methods. And so we started Cody Country Curbside. It is a page on Facebook. You can search Cody Country or just Curbside and it pops up. And then we also have a separate link on our website, codychamber.org, another orange button right next to the resource tab where you can find all of the links to those business menus, their hours, their contact information, so it really makes it nice. But Cody Country Curbside has been really well received in the community.
Hobo Heinrich points out that the curbside page does more than just give folks a variety of options for their meals.
I don't love to eat out, but I'm eating out more and more just to support those businesses who are trying to stay afloat. And so, yeah, I think that there are a lot of different reasons why people are eating out. Some folks just aren't used to cooking at home, and so it's fantastic for them that our restaurants are still, working. And then there are others of us who do like to cook at home, but we just understand. I think most people in Cody understand what's at stake.
One of the major focuses for the Chamber right now is to disseminate information about financial assistance for businesses, which changes rapidly.
Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, is a forgivable loan, basically. It's a grant up to $1,000 per employee that you would not have to pay back as long as you met certain criteria when our economy starts back up. Like you have those same number of employees at work and you're using that money for payroll and payroll taxes, benefits. So there are some stipulations with the PPP. And then the EIDL, the Economic Industry Disaster Loan Application. That was a separate loan opportunity through SBA, but both of those pieces had spending caps.
And as many business owners have found out, that money is already gone.
You know, what's happening is I know that there's a lot of conversations going on with legislators and in Congress among peers of, how much more can the country afford to give to those programs. And so we really fully expect that we will see some additional funding. So if you haven't applied for PPP and you haven't applied for EIDL, I would really encourage you to talk to your banker, talk to a local lender. They can help you with those programs. They can tell you what you're going to need should more funding become available. But what we're really hoping and what our grassroots is working towards is another round of funding for those programs.
Even the chamber itself isn't immune from funding shortages and legal hurdles.
One of the other issues that we are aware of, because we are a 501c6, we're a membership organization. As a 501c6, we were not eligible for the PPP program. And even the eligibility for the EIDL is really dicey because we don't have a single owner who can claim or use their credit to apply for that. So really not seeing how those two programs are going to apply to chambers. And what we're hearing nationally on that issue is the Department of Treasury is not going to budge. So, it just creates the case where we know what we do is important. And I firmly believe that our members, they're so amazing. They know that what we're doing is important as well.
But there's more going on in Cody than just health-related shutdowns. The Sheridan Avenue construction project is also a concern for local businesses.
Well, we worked with YDOT and Cody Regional Health, and we just created an amazing 11 by 17 tear-off street map that, we thought we would be just really gearing up hardcore to use right now. But they're all sitting in the back in boxes, just waiting for that time. And that map is designed to be a tool to help us navigate the construction. And so the construction that's going on, those improvements on Sheridan Avenue right now have really turned into not much of an event because we aren't seeing those visitors that we would normally be seeing right now. But there's 2 more rounds of that project. And so when they come back on August 15th to start phase 2, those maps are going to be really, really useful. And even, when we do start seeing some more visitation later in the month until June 15th when S&S leaves the roadway, we will use the maps then too. So it's projects like that, working, developing tools that are really smart. We have made a concerted effort to work on our Instagram following. Just super talented folks around me at the Chamber of Commerce. And, Laurel Thompson, she's our marketing director. She is working on social media, Instagram, Facebook, both for the Chamber and the Visitor Center, and also for the Buffalo Bill Art Show and Sale.
Because the Chamber of Commerce has a dual role as the Cody Visitors Center, staff there have been ready to field calls from people who want to know when the town will open for tourism. But Tina says that's slowed down as well.
I think across the country, folks are really even more hunkered down than we are here in Wyoming. So it's trying to find that balance. How do we keep our friends, our family, our loved ones safe? And how do we still help our businesses to succeed? And I wish I knew all of those answers, but I just don't. But so we're not seeing that pressing for visitors yet, Wendy. And I think in large part that's because Yellowstone isn't opened. May 1st would have been our normal opening day. We are also part of the Wyoming State Chamber of Commerce and the Wyoming Business and Industry Federation. And both of those organizations are looking at, in essence, what is a battle plan. Battle back for recovery is what we're really looking at. So I can remember one of my members, we were doing an interview a lot like this one, and I said, what lessons have you learned as an entrepreneur? And he told me, fail fast and fail forward. And so, while in a lot of ways this feels like a failure, one that we didn't choose or unfortunately have any control over, but so then how do you turn that around? How do you fail fast? How do you fail forward? And how do you hit the ground running when our economy needs to come back?
When asked about a potential timeline for reopening our doors, Hobo Heinrich says they're putting their trust in the experts.
We'll open the doors when it's safe to do so. And we trust people way smarter than I am to make those decisions. I think our governor has done a good job not buckling to peer pressure to go to a shelter-in-place order. You know, he knows Wyoming, and he has faith in our citizens to do, the right thing. And so for us here at the Cody Chamber, we're continuing to do the right thing. We're still making appointments to sell Cody bucks to people, and they come in on a one-on-one basis, and we sanitize everything and wash our hands and are ready for the next person. But we're selling Cody bucks, we're selling parks passes, and still meeting the needs of our members and our local citizens.
And for anyone who's looking for more detailed information, Hobo Heinrich says their staff is still available despite the closed doors.
So we have split our staff, and so literally no more than 3 of us are in this big building at any given time. And so when we're not here, our phones are forwarded to home. So if you need to talk to Lisa Constantine, just rest assured that she's going to pick up that phone unless she's on another call. If you need to talk to me, Liz, Laurel, Kathy, whoever you're looking for, we're going to be there for you, or we'll get back to you really shortly. So in that regard, it is a little bit like business as usual.
Hobo Heinrich urges residents to let their representatives know what the shutdown looks like for them.
So I have been, reaching out to individual members one by one and just asking the question, how are you? And, the members' responses are heartbreaking and poignant and heartwarming at the same time. But it is our duty as citizens to make sure that Washington, D.C. knows that a lot of us are drowning. A lot of people are scared, and there are a lot of businesses at stake on Main Street in Cody, Wyoming. And so if you aren't tapped in to advocacy and tapped into legislators and want to make those communications and learn how to do that, call me. I will help get you in touch with the right people that you can, share those concerns with. But really what strikes home in Washington is what's real and what's going on here on Main Street. So I think that that's one of the best things that we can do for ourselves is share our stories.
Thanks for tuning in to another Community Update. Pinnacle Bank thanks you for caring about your community. To find out how your friends at Pinnacle can help your finances during the COVID-19 crisis, call the Cody office at 307-527-7186 or go to their website at pinbank.com. If your business would be interested in sponsoring these conversations with local community leaders, please contact me at 307-899-2799 or email me, Wendy@wanderwyoming.com.